Color of the sky mean anything special to you?
Okay, so we're going to do a bit of
Me.
Ace Combat 7.
When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the Ocean Air Defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read.
Hello there, how you doing?
Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk
just
waiting
watching
to
the
be
intro.
scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up. Then I saw OCS fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Right. You should have been my best with this piece of junk. Should have built a deterrent too.
That's gonna suck. Okie dokie. Mission 1.
Is everyone here? Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Usea as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, Our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Yuuzhan ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Grays Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that? There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead. What? How is that possible?
The tank farm to the north has been bombed!
Many injured!
Scramble! All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base! This is not a drill!
Who needs to see that? Just jump straight in and see what happens. Okay.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparation
Not exactly
complete. Stand by at the front.
Flight Simulator, but graphically it's pretty damn good. Take down the hostile bombers.
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Column Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron. Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. Situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party. I'll hear from you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Hear that? Column Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1. Mage 2, altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
The carrier. Whoa. Looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Column 4, understood.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your wingman. You fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element.
Leave the wingman behind and just go straight in.
You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers.
These taking forever, so I'm gonna go straight in.
Okay, here we go. Looks like bombers have been located. It's showtime, Trigger. Let's see if you can handle the spotlight. You're a good pilot, or so I told them. I had to fill an empty spot, so play along. It's still a niche, though.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2.
Does it have auto support? This is the most annoying game that I've purchased when it comes to hardware support. It does support HOTAS, but only one particular type. Can I get my HOTAS and X55 to work? Yes, I can, but I want it to work with triple screen. Can I get it to work with my HOTAS and triple screen at the same time? No. I've got to hack the game to get it to do it. I've kind of given up trying to do that, so I've just fallen back to my Xbox controller. I thought, I've spent the money on the game, I want to enjoy the game. It's a lovely game to play. You know, got to remember, it's going to be arcade based. It's not really simulation.
They're way overhead. Let's go introduce ourselves.
Our fuel storage is intact. It's asking for another round. All escorts form up for another attack. Point is 835.
Watch out for the support aircraft.
I'm in his blind spot. He's mine.
Just a few.
Trigger, don't forget your special weapon.
That's nice and easy, wasn't it, with that weapon?
Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece.
Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Oh, there, Trigger. Settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Wilco. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander.
How dare they say such a thing?
Covered, sir.
Radio.
That does look really good, though.
Golem, Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verified. Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus. This is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass.
You idiots. I can't tell them apart.
Bomber hit by a missile. Mage 2, Fox 2.
No. God damn it. We need to make that camera a little bit less sensitive. Seven, gotta get up into about 2,000.
Page 2, Fox 3.
Harbor facilities and carrier destroyed. Call mission accomplished. Clear and harbor wreckage. Emptying up the hangars and runways.
H2's bandit confirmed down.
Two guns.
They can burn with their own payload.
Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger that.
Locked.
Come on.
Don't let them destroy the harbor. Where the hell are our fighters? The harbor's under heavy fire.
Page 2, target down.
He's mine. He's not getting away.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning.
Enemy has a radar lock.
Column 2, he's right on you.
One remaining.
Page 2, keep your focus. You got this.
Whoa. Close.
I've maneuvered behind the enemy.
Stall warning.
To Gollum and Mage, job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
This should have come.
Good going, Mage 2. Flight Commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Column Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
Column 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
I am Princess Rosa Cosette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Citizens of Erusia.
Okay. Well, that was going on a bit longer than expected.
Call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back.
They got a replay as well, do you?
Clear for takeoff. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party.
Don't need to see a replay, I think.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia. International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
Okay. Straight into the next one.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Yusia, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Yusia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Yusian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Dun, dun, dun.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
Oh yeah, that would happen.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Yusia was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Yusians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Yusia, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood.
Man, they got a lot of filling, haven't they?
President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Ocean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
Princess Rosa Cassette Delete of the Kingdom of Arugia. Today, Ocean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school I went to. It is heartbreaking.
Thought you might be happy at the school gone.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Arusia, on the opposite side of the Heusian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Oops. I don't understand why we're getting those little cutscenes in between these missions, because it seems like hopefully they'll tie up at some point.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Heusian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Heusia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Yeah. Have something that looks a little bit more fun, shall we?
Mage Squadron, sortie, ASAP.
main target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Oops. Wrong button.
Targeting range of guns. Page 2, locked. Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there! Protect the radar vehicle!
They've got their anti-air guns in a glide house.
Firing! Requested permission to move the vehicle! We can't wait any longer! We need interceptors now! The radar vehicles are under fire! Can we move them?
Fox 2, Fox 2. Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Wilco, here they come. Take them down.
Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars.
I'll try and get all the ground stuff first.
I'm cornered!
Oh crap.
Bring down missile!
Missile.
Locked, it's chow time.
Missile.
Attacking from behind my truck! Missile! Breaking!
Targeting range of guns.
Target has been destroyed. Way to go.
Missile. Missile.
Page 2. Vehicle destroyed.
That was quick.
Fox 2.
Friendly aircraft locked!
Star warning. Missile. Missile.
Ouch.
Missed.
Missile fired! Evading!
Whoa.
I'm spiked! Evading!
Star warning.
Locked, it's chow time.
Two targets remaining.
Radar was just about to go online! We pushed the plan forward too fast. The base was too far from Allied territory.
Locked.
On target 6!
The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar.
was a hell of an explosion.
Golem 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now.
Damn it.
Lockjaw bandit. Fox 2.
Don't waste the missiles.
Page 2. Blocking. Missed. Golem 1. Fox 2. Enemy airstrike deployed.
Maybe this thing's a little bit too quick.
Enemy on your tail! Watch it!
Right, so you want us to take down the enemy without damaging any public facilities? That's gonna be a circus.
H2, they have a lock on you.
They're losing it after their allies on the ground were taken out. Can't say I blame them. Alright, clean up that last radar vehicle. There's nothing in your way now. Targeting gun range.
Protect the radar vehicles! Return fire! Nice up!
Fox 2.
The enemy aircraft away from the base.
Caution.
Fox 2.
Trigger, there's one more to go.
And guns.
Golem 2, Fox 2.
Whoa.
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work.
Oh, to see the Erusian's faces now.
Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
No, they're not linked with radar vehicles. Launch manually. Redo the setup. I got him. He's mine. Here's some feedback from those warriors. Write your manuals in a language we can understand.
The ground cover's quite detailed.
Golem 2, you can't go after every target.
Bet.
Locked.
Fox 2.
All right. This base is worth destroying. 3 targets remaining. Missile connected.
I still didn't blow up though. Down on the runway somewhere. Too far.
How the hell is the enemy able to hit it so accurately when it's camouflaged? Keep your mind focused. Launch preparations complete. Bolts are free. Whenever you're ready. Stand clear 15 meters. UAV is ready to
C-17.
launch. Away.
No, not gonna get that one. They're great drones.
What happened? Status report.
Multiple bogies on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're clear to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be
Missile.
drones. Well
Missile.
spotted, Clown. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them.
Shit. I got an enemy in front of me and
HQ,
behind me.
this is Golem 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones.
Golem 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out.
It doesn't matter.
He's saying the rules can change in an instant. Get over it.
Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning. Confirmed to this one.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy UAV confirmed
Yeah,
destroyed. Hell
56%.
yeah. Golem Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go.
Squadron, surround him. I'm buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
There's a bar I want to try.
You're doing
Foul
good.
warning.
Just 2 more. I've maneuvered behind the enemy. Missed.
Ammo, where is he?
Golem 2, the enemy's reading you.
Page 2, locked. In gun range. Missile away. Ready to go. Let's get through this without any casualties.
Where'd he go? Crap. The aircraft is icing up. I'm getting a warning.
Get out of the clouds, the ice will melt.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better.
I
Returning
don't
to
know.
base.
Could have done without the
Maybe the
56%
bandits we took
damage.
down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
We don't need to. Just read.
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive. Let us reclaim what is ours.
Dokey.
The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier Kestrel II was at sea, so it was spared from the attack. Kestrel II is now preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital, Farbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely. However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Grays Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier Vulture for a joint mission. The first objective will be to seize air superiority in Schoppenberg in order to secure a route for the support squadrons. The enemy maintains air superiority over Schoppenberg, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. There's more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new advanced type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101. The Ocean Army headed up the development of the massive Arsenal Birds and dispatched them to the space elevator to provide support. However, it's been reported that the carriers may have fallen into the hands of the Erusian forces. If that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.
Don't need it. Go with your Tomcat.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete.
Begin takeoff sequence.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Gollum and the other bases squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
Mage 1, Wilco. Mage 1 to Gollum 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we can went wild and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to him like glue. Don't let him out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins.
Don't let those jerks steal your kill. Enemy reinforcements. I don't like these odds.
They show us the radars.
Bandits are in the clouds! Enemy on my tail! I can't take him! Enemy missile detected! Wheeling out!
Missile.
In gun range.
Missile. Missile.
Heads up! Bandit behind you!
Being locked onto.
Missile.
Clouds are screwing up the accuracy.
Missile.
I've lost control! Careful, there's a real demon in there.
If you can't evade a missile, use chaff and flares. Your fingers should still move, even if you're in an IG turn.
Friendly bullet.
4 remaining.
We're getting our ass kicked. Where are our reinforcements? Gargoyle Squadron, take us down.
Thanks to.
They got me! We're taking too much damage.
3 remaining.
Boy, my nose that red.
Eject! We've got this. We can't recover.
How far away is this guy?
Now! Missile! I can't! He's escaped into the clouds! Break!
Turn.
surprise formation in the clouds.
Nice kill.
One remaining.
Once the enemy gets behind me, that's your chance to take him out.
Roger that.
Missile fired. Evading.
Fox 3. Fox 3. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
That gets him.
I haven't even broken a sweat.
They have to be crazy to pick a fight with us. A rabid dog would know better.
Missile incoming! Evade! Break! Break!
Wait, what the hell?
Caution! Missile!
Caution! A large aircraft is approaching. All aircraft, stay alert.
That's the big sucker. Oh, that's a fair fight.
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the arsenal bird. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock.
We're just waiting for mission command.
Break! Now!
Gonna live through this, Trigger.
Missile.
These guys are definitely a step above the last drones.
Damn, they're agile. Too many of them.
These guys will go down easy.
Missile. Missile.
All aircraft, no change in game plan. Destroy the arsenal bird.
God help us. We're talking about just keeping up with the drones.
Golem Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey.
One.
Roger that.
They're after me.
Missile.
Missile closing on Golem 2.
Missile.
Enemy on my six.
Missile.
Go to one. Check fleet. Commander.
Missile.
Got me.
Damn. Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
Gargoyle Squadron. Gargoyle 1. Skeleton Squadron.
Missile.
The hell are we supposed to do?
Status?
Verifying the situation.
Missile.
Golem 2, missile, evade!
Evading!
Missile.
H2, missile launch.
This is Golem 3, Golem 2's hit!
Missile.
Status report.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Shit,
Missile.
Golem 2, do you copy?
Missile.
This is Golem 2. Instruments still appear to be functioning okay.
Skeleton 3. Break. Break.
Oh, shit.
Another friendly.
Skeleton 3's lost.
Coming. What's the plan?
Missile.
Where's that report?
Missile.
Continue to maintain air superiority.
HQ, what's happening?
Missile.
Skykeeper, I repeat, maintain air
Missile.
superiority.
How'd that happen?
Missile.
Heavy missiles.
What the hell? Caution, all aircraft, stay alert.
Get out of there.
Breaking!
We made it. Don't ground. I'm breaking it off.
Skeleton 2 lost.
You got a shield up around him?
Got incoming.
Skeleton Squadron is down. We've had too many losses. All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
Brilliant observation. Rising current.
Save your chatter for the debriefing. Golem and Mage Squadron, give our allies some time to escape.
Buko, but Golem 2's hit. Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger.
Shoot down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
Golem 2, head back to base.
Gargoyle 1, escort Golem 2.
Continuing the mission. Still got my wings. Trigger doesn't need to fill in for me. I'm back and
You won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and cool your head.
Copy that. Returning home.
That's it, Trigger. They're machines. Don't
don't show him any mercy.
Stall warning.
Got one in my sights.
Breaking! I can't get him off!
I'm on this one's tail.
Retreating aircraft. Leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Column Squadron, Beam Squadron, hang in there and come back safe.
Going for the loader.
Main Squadron, you're going toe-to-toe with the UAVs. Good work.
I got him. He's mine.
H2, UAV down. More UAVs spotted. Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat.
Damn it! I can't break away!
My status is fine. Affirmative.
This is Gargoyle 1, leading Operation Airspace with Column 2.
Retreating aircrafts, prepare for combat. It's a bogey. Gargoyle 1, Column 2, engage now. Attack.
One advantage. SU-30.
Gargoyle 1, caution, missile!
He's fast. It's like he's...
Skykeeper, Gargoyle 1 lost.
What the hell? Column 2, status report. Just talk to me.
I'm
Don't think she
against
can.
an SU-30. Orange wingtips. I can't shake it off. It's matching me move for move.
Column 2, stop dogfighting and run. That's it, baby. Come to Poppy.
Damn it.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
That a boy, Mage 2. Just keep firing.
Mage 2, UAV down. Keep it up, buddy.
Here's the next one.
We'll let you take it easy next time.
Detonate. I don't get it. Why isn't it opening fire? I'm scared. I'm scared.
This is not good. Brownie, break off. Don't think, focus.
Column and Main Squadron, help us!
Get those UAVs off of friends.
Let Garland and Main Squadron handle it. They'll pull through.
Get your asses out.
Hell of a good job, Mage 2. We want as many guys out here as possible.
I'm grateful you're around.
Column 2, what's your status? Status report.
He's a predator. The weak get eaten.
Column 2, get a hold of yourself. Column 2, get away from the enemy.
Mage 2, support! Somebody! Support!
Column 2, lost.
Shit. Skykeeper, where's the one that got Brownie?
I'm afraid he's long gone by now. Sorry. Mage 2, missile away.
Damn it.
Then we just might take it out. Don't look back. We got faith. Column and Main, we owe you a check. And we'll pay it. Hey, Squadron, get those things off my ass.
I'm tied up now. Trigger, can you help him?
Next to life protection rope. Hurry up. I know. All we can do is fly away as fast as we can.
I've got you now. Firing.
Stall warning. Stall
Hit.
warning.
Battery low.
Right, the headset wasn't turned off. Come on. Oh shit.
H2 is taking on multiple UAVs. He's got them at bay. We owe him one. He's got a lock on me.
Mage 2, move to support. Other aircraft are in trouble.
Finally.
All UAVs have been splashed.
Ah, come on.
I said what I had to say.
I said what he had to say.
Not a girl who'd retreat. Just
Charging
not her
battery.
DNA. That was the right decision at the time. No, I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with.
Golem Squadron, Maid Squadron, withdraw.
Mission accomplished.
H2, we have you on radar. You are cleared for approach. The deck is clear. H2, you are cleared for landing. Lower your speed. 3,000 to carrier. H2, bank left. 1,500 to carrier.
Oh, that was the wrong button. Holy crap. Oh, no.
You passed the guidance limit. Make a visual landing.
Uh-huh. Oh, we're pressing the wrong button at the wrong time.
Lower your speed. 3,000 to carrier. H2, what's the problem? Land immediately.
This is going to be a total
H2,
mess.
bank right.
I'm going to be the guy that hits the back of the carrier.
1,500 to carrier. H2, nose up. You're too low. H2, get that plane down. I repeat, get that plane down.
Going down. Wow. That was realistic.
Nicer to your
Not.
plane, H2. I knew you'd be back. Now return to base.
At least the flag's cool.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation.
Yeah. Next.
Unfortunately, the two-front offensive was a failure. The aircraft carrier Kestrel II was sunk during the attack on Farbanti. Carrier-borne aircraft mistakenly bombed urban areas, and this has turned public opinion in neutral countries against us. Our own forces also suffered heavy losses. If it weren't for a few extraordinary fighters, many of us wouldn't have made it home. The situation is grim. We have precious little time, however. We have to get to the space elevator.
It's kind of cool watching that. Let's have a look. Next mission then. Oh, the video's there.
Here he comes. Mihai's looking worse. Thank God he has his granddaughters here to help him out. They're sisters, 15 and 10. Engaging the enemy in combat so we could use his physiological data to improve the drones had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age. The drones we based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out, he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself.
Sometimes he could be so stubborn. His age wasn't the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned his body. But he was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again. If his flight suit still wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many G's he hit today during the battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
How penal is this penal unit, you ask? This place is a shithole. If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing the stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped, too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Erusia's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, if Erusia lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite? Because someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come. Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Erusian princess rallying her people on the Erusian national broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers. You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osia, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osia was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osia down." No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Erusia, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
Took that long to get to that one. Rescue.
As proved by the failure of our previous strategy, the Arsenal birds have bolstered the enemy's anti-air network. This will be difficult to overcome. However, we still need to get swiftly to the space elevator no matter what it takes. Someone there is counting on us. The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator. Osia's former president, Mr. Harling. Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator when the war broke out. He's been classified as missing since the elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces. However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape. Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron would be detected. We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after. A number of anti-air radars have been set up around the space elevator. However, our reconnaissance suggests their network is weakest along the southeastern coast of Selatapura, so we can elude the enemy's observation. There are a lot of rain clouds this time of year. Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar. If you happen to be detected by their radar, we will be forced to abort the mission. The lone pilot who will head up this strategy is you, Trigger. After you bust through, secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air weapons. Gollum and others will arrive shortly for support. Provide escort for Mr. Harling's craft after rendezvous. Good luck out there, everyone.
Let's get to it.
Aircraft preparations complete. Sortie ASAP.
Entering operation area. Imposing radio silence. We'll radio you, but you are not permitted to make contact.
If you're spotted, the mission is over. Stay out of enemy radar. Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden. Okay, you're heading up the Harling rescue mission. The success of this mission depends on you. Good luck. Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
Icing. 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 Icing.
You're just going to fly in between these markers, use the radar then.
Entering clouds.
We've done that quite well
Trigger,
considering we're
you're
in
a third
control.
of the way to the rendezvous point. Good job, but stay focused.
Damn, have I even gone the right way?
No problem. Situation normal. No change. RTD, going home.
Better.
Trigger, you got 2 directions you can take up here. Just go with your gut. Don't worry, we're watching over you.
Well, I like the look of the one that's... It's easy, but I get a feeling it's going to be a dead end.
You're making good progress, Trigger. You're currently halfway to your rendezvous point. Look, I'm not gonna lie. It's just gonna be you and your radar out there. Just know, you got a bunch of people pulling for you. And I'm one of them. Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
Titan to launch. Status report. How could anything slip through our anti-air radar net? Increasing alert. Situation normal. Nothing sighted.
I'm going to fire them out if I'm supposed to go left or right.
You're 3/4 of the way. Been a long fight, but you're nearly home. Harling is still the president in my eyes. He ended the war, built the space elevator, and launched a spaceship from it. Despite his success, he remained a humble hero. I'll do my best to save him. Lend me a hand, Trigger.
Uh-oh.
Rendezvous point dead ahead. Hang in there.
It's not dead ahead.
What's happening? Give us orders. Increasing alert. Watching radar.
Oh crap. Which way am I going now? Oh shit. I'm too busy looking at the radar. Oh, it's close. Right, is it this way or am I going back on myself? Because if I start going back on myself, that's... Come on.
Order an increased alert. Confirm the situation. Situation normal. Nothing here.
Entering clouds.
We have bandits. Tell me the situation. No problem. Stay alert.
The hell am I?
Caution alert.
You're leaving Operation Airspace.
Alert. Caution alert.
Oh, I've definitely gone the wrong way.
Caution. Pull up.
I'm gonna have to start again because I don't know where I am.
Trigger, the first stage of the mission is clear. Don't celebrate yet. The real fight's about to get started.
Ah, there it is. God for that.
Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly. Destroy the anti-air around the space elevator. We're securing Sea Goblin's landing zone.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Locked.
Missile. Missile.
H2, missile launch. H2, target destroyed.
Missile.
Half of the SAM sites are down.
Missile.
Target is down.
Trigger, sorry about the wait. Cavalry's here. Alpha Squadron, Trigger jump to the fire. Now it's our turn. Understood.
That was 80% damage now.
All aircraft, eliminate the enemy before they can respond. All SAM sites down. There are still AA guns. Destroy them and secure the LZ. H2, target down.
Caution.
Sea Goblin will arrive shortly. Eliminate hostile anti-air before then. Half of the anti-air guns down.
This is Sea Goblin. We arrived. Do we have a clear LZ?
Mission still in progress. Stand by. H2, rescue team can't land until anti-air weapons are down. Destroy them.
Mage 2 is shot down.
Turned in. My own bad. Turned in too much. We're from checkpoint.
Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly. Destroy the anti-air around the space elevator. We're securing Sea Goblin's landing zone.
Missile. Missile.
H2, missile launch. Target destroyed.
Missile.
H2, target destroyed. Locked. H2, target down.
Missile.
Break, missile incoming.
Missile.
Half of the SAM sites are down.
Caution. Pull up.
Half of the anti-air guns down.
Trigger, sorry about the wait. Cavalry's here. Aluminium Squadron, Trigger jump through the fire. Now it's our turn. Understood.
Whoa, don't do that, don't do that.
All aircraft, eliminate the enemy before they can respond.
Crazy person.
Sea Goblin will arrive shortly. Eliminate hostile anti-air before them.
Missile. Caution. Pull up.
All SAM sites down. There are still AA guns. Destroy them and secure the LZ.
This is Sea Goblin. We arrived. Do we have a clear LZ?
Mission still in progress. Stand by. Mage 2, rescue team can't land until anti-air weapons are down. Destroy them.
I like the idea. Ah.
Lockdown bandit.
Mage 2, locked.
Caution.
All anti-air guns destroyed. The landing zone is secure. Sea Goblin, you are clear to land.
Roger. Rendezvous point site. We're almost there.
Multiple bandits over Selatapura Harbor. They're container-launched UAVs.
Sea Goblin, we're cleared up to meet on 2 VIPs.
And with only 50%. Oh, great.
Rescue craft tagged on. Initiate.
Rescue craft on the ground is defenseless. Gollum and Mage, destroy all hostiles.
It's been a long journey, but you're on the home stretch.
Gargoyle will stand by near the space elevator.
This is Sea Goblin. Heading over to the Express's location now. Run for the container!
Missile. Missile.
Right now, missile!
Missile. 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 Missile.
H2, bandit on your 6.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Fire from the far shore! They're targeting us! Get behind the chopper!
UAVs approaching the space elevator. Stop them.
Return fire! Sierra 2, hold position! We're cut off! Taking fire! We're pinned down! Shoot back!
Missile. Missile.
Express identified! Behind the gantry crane! Mr. Harling! Stick right there!
Missile.
Jacob's been hit!
Sorry, Warning.
Incoming rocket!
Missile. Missile.
Sea Goblin, all survivors, respond. Is Mr. Harling alive?
They got the chopper and Sierra 2! That was thermobaric!
Goddamn missiles.
Missile. Missile.
Rocket!
Damn. UAVs moving away from the harbor toward the space elevator. Shoot them down.
Missile.
This is Colonel Johnson. Do you copy? I am with President Hurley. Rescue unit down, along with the soldier who had this radio. We'll get Mr. Hurley out of here.
Sir, we feel the same way. We'll figure something out.
Go to, hang in there. Target confirmed destroyed. Nice. We found an Erusian transport craft. His engines are on.
We're swarming. I heard you were in the Air Force coming out. Can you fly?
Better than Mr. Hurley.
It'll do. Eliminate all enemy UAVs. Don't let up. UAV down. All squadrons be advised. The call sign is Mother Goose 1. I've sent the information via the data link.
Mother Goose 1? That's the best you can come up with.
Missile.
We'll pass out some exhaustion before the enemy wears down.
That's about half. Mop up the rest. UAV confirmed down. Miss. That's a miss.
Target eliminated. Good
Get
work.
another one. 1,000.
Three remaining.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
Damn it.
Missile, strike!
Caution. Caution. Missile. Missile.
Good night.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Shit, wrong button. Hate when I do that.
Mage 2. Missile away. One remaining.
There's too many. We can't take all of them.
Caution. Pull up.
Hell yeah.
Get it?
Hostile has been eliminated. right!
Shit.
Missile did not connect.
Stall warning.
Oh, slow up.
Mage 2, missile away.
Okay, let's go to special, see if that gets him.
Mage 2, locked.
Golem Squadron, let's take it up a notch, okay?
Probably not. Shit. It's too close.
Mage 2, Fox 3.
Nothing's hitting him. I'm gonna run out of luck sooner or later. Come on. Jammy.
Stall warning. Caution. Caution.
Right, let's fly back in.
Mage 2, missile away.
Oh yeah, all mine.
All UAVs have been splashed.
God, that was hard.
All aircraft. Former President Harling's transport is ready to take off. Mother Goose
What you
1,
got?
take off.
Shit load of missiles, isn't it?
Let's wait till we're home safe. Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support. 5 minutes remaining.
Skykeeper, bogey's on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
The big bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Gollum, intercept the UAVs.
Golem 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Golem 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain element. Wilco, forming up.
In gun range. Mage 2, Fox 2.
I got him. He's mine.
Enemy UAV down. Keep up the good work.
Roger.
Mage 2, shot down.
Orders are to fire warnings. Yes, sir. He's an old-timer. Has no clue how UAVs are used.
Attack missed.
Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
I hear you. But this isn't exactly a fighter.
Understood. An Arsenal bird is on its way. Courses have already changed.
He's mine. Not get away.
Gargoyle Squadron, stand by for my order. What about the lighthouse? I mean the harbor. They won't be able to get home. That ship isn't one of ours.
Fox 2.
Where's the signal? Come on. Gargoyle, change radio frequency.
Squad here. About to leave the airspace. Keep your fingers crossed.
Gargoyle, it's time. Attention, Gargoyle Squadron, babble.
Bandit has a lockup.
Gargoyle 3 to Babel.
Babel, roger.
Skykeeper, what the hell was that?
Gargoyle did their job.
But why weren't we informed?
The IUN can't coordinate between branches as usual. Thank you, Trigger.
Gargoyle Squadron, report.
One hit was scored. The rest were intercepted by UAV. The elevator's windbreak took a scratch. That's warning.
Roger. Continue to maintain air superiority.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Mother Goose 1 hit. Mother Goose 1 has been hit. Colonel Johnson, respond. Mage Squadron, assess the situation.
This is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight. Cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson, are you okay?
Don't worry about that. Just send help this way. I'm sorry. Get this early. Please.
Mother Goose 1, respond. Mother Goose 1.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course. Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond! Mr. Harling, please respond!
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you. The UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take him down now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining. Fox 2. Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit combat airspace. Mother Goose 1, Mr. Harlan, are you piloting that plane?
Arsenal Bird Liberty, passing waypoint 2.
The UAVs are continuing their attack.
They're obsessed with that transport. UAVs launching from Arsenal Bird Liberty, heading toward the AO.
Mage, destroy those UAVs and keep Mother Goose 1 safe.
Ammunition 0.
Mage 2, clear out the bogies near Mother Goose 1. Protect Mother Goose 1. Destroy those UAVs. We're out of time. All units abort the operation.
Seriously, we've got to concentrate on that crap. Okay.
Skykeeper, what the hell was that?
Gargoyle did their job.
I figured, but why weren't we informed? The IUN can't coordinate between branches as usual.
Gargoyle Squadron, report.
HQ, 1 hit was scored. The rest were intercepted by UAV. The elevator's windbreak took a scratch. That's warning.
Roger. Continue to maintain air superiority.
Mother Goose 1 hit. Mother Goose 1 has been hit. Colonel Johnson, respond. Mage Squadron, assess the situation.
This is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight. Cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson, are you okay?
Don't worry about that. Just send help this way. I'm sorry. Please.
Mother Goose 1, respond. Mother Goose 1.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course.
LM2, on your 6. Radar lock acquired.
Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on?
Stall
They're
warning.
heading to the space elevator.
Stall warning.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond. Mr. Harling, please respond.
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you. UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take them down now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining.
Shit.
Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit
Mage 2! Mage 2!
Oh my god, Mother Goose 1 has been shot down.
Where'd the missile come from?
Mage 2 fired that.
It was Ocean. A friendly missile hit him.
I'm verifying the situation. Stop speculating.
Friendly fire. I saw it.
Mother Goose 1 exploded in air. No one could have survived.
Looks like it tried to protect the elevator. Erusian bastards, they just killed a hero.
Mage 1, was it Trigger? Trigger was the closest. UAVs were crawling all over our objective. I told you to keep a goddamn eye on the hatchling. It must have been a mistake.
Arsenal bird is entering. All aircraft withdraw immediately. Trigger, you can't fly for a while. You understand why.
The operation to rescue former President Harling has failed. Sadly, there is no hope he survived. Trigger, you are suspected of assassinating the former president. There will be an inquiry. There will most probably be a court-martial.
You think? Hiccups. Mission complete at least. I think.
Bad news for us here at the prison. The enemy fell for our decoy base. With all the fake planes and trucks we had out, it must have looked to them like the Ocean Air Force was about to go on the attack. Day after day after day after day, they bombed us. Osea didn't give a damn. We weren't soldiers to them, so go ahead. Bomb us. In their eyes, we were expendable. Worth less than the fake planes in the bunkers. No biggie. While I made fake planes, they had me put together some working ones. Then, some genius at HQ decided we should send it up, so the base looked legit. Thankfully, we had people to crew them. It didn't matter what we were locked up here for anymore. Top brass needed pilots, and criminals were all they had. A crook, a gambler, an anarchist. Just your typical lowlifes. They threw each one of them in a cockpit and sent them up to intercept the enemy's planes. But in the end, it was all just for show. So, up they went, day after day after day. Today they tossed someone new into the mix. Wonder what he did to get sent here. My dad died flying for the Ocean Air Force. When your allies are surrounded, one of the most dangerous missions is giving them cover to retreat. Whoever signed up for that was a real hero. But even more dangerous than that was being the one who had to cover the rear guard's retreat. That was my dad's job, and one time, he called it off. Said it was too late for him. Said anyone else would have done the same. I found that out from a war buddy of his when he came to tell me how my dad died. The next time a retreat happened, my dad volunteered to be in the rear guard. Dumbass. He died all right. No one came to help. The news nearly broke me. Of all the ways to get killed, that's gotta be the most pathetic one ever. Am I right? There's a rumor going around about another inmate. A guy they brought here a little while ago. Get this. Talk in the cell block says he was sent here because he killed Harling, the president of Osea during the last war, remember? He's the one that sent my dad on that suicide mission. He's the reason I had to go live with my grandpa, and why me and Gramps started building a supersonic jet. He's the reason I ended up here. Maybe I should give that guy a thank you note for killing him. Nah. God, I hate the smell of this place. It's all fake and lies and bullshit. It reeks.
God damn it reeks, man.
All right, guys, I'll let you in on some juicy info. The new guy was found guilty by the International Union Peacekeeping Forces court-martial. He is the murderer of Harling in the flesh. His tack name's Trigger. Now, as of today, he may be attached to the Ocean Air Force Base 444th Squadron. But that is just some symbolic bullshit. It doesn't really matter if he's Harling's murderer or not. Every last one of you has been incarcerated for one reason or another. You cons have an obligation to atone for your crimes. A few of you in the penal unit know how to fly, and HQ needs to plug the deficit in our Air Force. So they proposed sending you guys on a reconnaissance mission to the Waiapolo Mountains. But that idea was flat out rejected. Nope, you'll be atoning for your crimes right here at this base. This base is a decoy designed to draw enemy fire, and as members of this base, you'll be taking hits from the enemy. This will allow our forces to safely prepare a counterattack.
Incoming!
Switch off that alarm. It's just the usual. I thought Zapland was supposed to be an isolated area. Okay, I'm gonna need a few aircraft to scramble.
Again?
Wonder how many we'll lose today.
Better than solitary.
How many can actually
Enemy aircraft detected over the dummy runway.
We just need to make it look like we can put up a fight. Some of those piles of junk can at least take off. Let's get the guiltiest cons in the sky first. We'll start with Harling's murderer. We don't expect you to down any bombers. But what we do want is to make them think that we've got an active base here.
Stop.
It's time to get busy, convicts. Proceed with your mission now.
Yes, sir.
Follow orders, Trigger. Taxi to the runway now. Check your altimeter and wait in front of the runway.
Control, would you kindly send me up first?
Spare 8, Champ, this is the control tower. You're not cleared for takeoff. Obey orders.
Go to hell.
All aircraft preparing for takeoff. Watch out for Spare 8. He's forcing a takeoff.
I'll take up command. Any objections? That'll get decided in the skies. Touche.
Trigger, your call sign is Spare 15. Consider it your prisoner number for the air. Commencing deception and interception.
Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now.
Go, go, go.
My blood's boiling! Toss the chump in solitary once he gets back. If he makes it back, can you land your ass? Champ's gonna survive? Anyone want to bet on it?
Spare 15. Takeoff confirmed. Altitude restriction lifted. Go.
So, no missiles again. The FCS is locked.
Damn, you're good. Let's make this more interesting.
Prisoners use nothing without supervision. Not even a pencil.
Here comes Harling's murderer. He shot 2 missiles right between old Harling's eyes. Always in the know, aren't you? In this war, intel is a life or death matter.
Settle down. Excited to have another murderer with you?
Check record. Ready?
This is Bandog. Spare 15, I'm handling surveillance. The bombers that attacked the runway are coming back for another round. I know it's just a dummy runway. You guys just need to make a lot of noise. Make them think there's fighters at the base.
Anyone got a smoke? I'll owe you one.
If any of you die, just think of it as you atone for your crimes.
Much appreciated.
Missile.
One more thing. Any aircraft leaving the operation area will be shot down. You hear me?
Righto.
43, this is School 1. Numbers we can handle. You're safe with us. School Squadron, get into formation. Damn, I'm targeted.
Missile.
This pisses me off more than it scares me.
Missile.
Look at them. Blowing up a bunch of paper planes. The enemy seems to think our Air Force is concentrated on this base. Everything on the ground is fake. Can't the enemy see that? Means they're that convincing.
Missile.
The enemy just hit the control tower.
82.
What's with all the shaking? There's smoke! Send in the fire team. Do not let the enemy get closer. Are you trying to kill me?
Shall I order them to shoot down all?
Oh crap.
Trigger just crashed!
Start that one again. That was a really bad maneuver. Retry. Hey Hattie, how you doing?
No missiles again. The FCS is locked.
Damn, you're good. Let's make this more interesting.
Prisoners use nothing without supervision. Not even a pencil.
Here comes Harling's murderer. He shot 2 missiles right between old Harling's eyes. Always in the know, aren't you? This war, intel is a life or death matter.
Settle down. Excited to have another murderer with you? This is Bandog. Spare 15, I'm handling surveillance. The bombers that attacked the runway are coming back for another round. I know it's just a dummy runway. You guys just need to make a
good,
lot
thanks.
of noise.
Just
there's fighters at the base.
playing a little bit of Ace Combat. It's really good fun with your controller.
Just think of it as you atoning for your crimes.
Much appreciated.
It's a bit shitty, it doesn't support ultra-wide monitors at the box, doesn't support anything but its standard HOTAS. But hey, it's an arcade game at the end of the day for me. It's a bit of fun. Something different. Jesus Christ. There's 2 of them on me. Oh, I'm not that perfect. I could have not done it this guy, but no.
Everything on the ground is fake. Can't the enemy see that? Is that convincing? Yes, the enemy just hit the control tower. Hey, what's with all the shaking?
Missile.
There's smoke!
Missile.
Send in the fire team. Not let the enemy get closer. Are you trying to kill me?
Missile.
Shall I order them to shoot down?
Missile.
Commander McKinsey? Damn it!
Missile. Missile.
Spare squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show no mercy.
We're gonna have have to rethink the odds.
Done by now if we had missiles.
What if
Tell us
which
after
one
the
of us gets the
stars.
first kill,
This
Trigger?
is a penal unit. I decide when you
Counting
die.
reports all mine. Alright, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me.
Who's gonna dance to your line tune?
I'll show you all how it's done.
Go warning.
Bandit acquired. Firing. Crazy pickings now. Push it.
It's too late for me to be playing much else, to be honest. It's like maybe 11 p.m. Whoa! That was a bit close.
Did they really think they could get a bunch of convicts to just put on a show?
I've yet to confirm the destruction of the targets. Continue on with the mission. Sparing, watch your mouth. Spare 15, bandit splash.
Close.
Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I'm betting that report will get dressed up real pretty. Bingo, direct hit. Visual on target. Prepare for bombing run. Bingo! Good going. That cheers me up.
Pipe down and keep your mind on the mission. Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them.
Righto.
A bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up.
Trigger shot down a bomber. That was some fancy flying, Mr. Murderer.
Head to the next target.
Allow me to educate you. In this unit, you get your tail marked with scratches. The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called sin lines. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harling's murderer. Oh yeah, adding this one to my score.
Come on, get in. Get the... Shit.
Your ass is mine. Die. Sorry, but I'm gonna get the top score again. Only because kills are self-reported.
Bring that down. I'm surrounded.
Wow, look at Trigger go. Lucky shot.
Careful on the clouds. Radar doesn't work as well up there.
Focus on destroying the target.
Stall warning.
I'm behind the enemy. Bye-bye.
Raise our numbers to maintain superiority. Bomb the base.
Destroy the targets. You're being slow.
Approaching target. Open the bomb bay doors.
Hey, anyone have a read on the situation?
Oops. My bad.
Fox 2.
Missile. Missile.
Don't panic. This isn't our first dance. Evading
What a
missiles.
big bitch.
Fight. Breaking away. Putting in another go.
on that.
Silence. Deserters will be punished. Shut up. Shut up.
How did that fail? Okay, let's try again. Must be a time limit.
Spare squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show no mercy.
We'll be done by now. Gonna have to rethink the odds. Want to bet which one of us gets the first kill after it starts?
This is the Encoder.
Counts going
I decide when you die.
All right, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support B. Who's gonna dance the floor lines? I'll show you all how it's done.
Spare 15, bandit splashed.
Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. You can compare later. Yeah, I bet that one's gonna get dressed up real pretty.
Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them.
Righto.
A bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna get the top score again. Only because kills are self-reported. Trigger shot down a bomber. That was some fancy flying, Mr. Murderer.
Head to the next target.
Allow me to educate you. In this unit, you get your tail marked with scratches. The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called sin lines. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harling's murderer.
Better. Any big.
Missile.
Let me just slide in there.
We can't break away. We can't.
This one in my school.
Let's go. Where the hell are we out here? My target's firing.
Count, you've got company. Your ass is mine. Die.
Missile. Missile.
Careful on the clouds. Radar doesn't work as well in there. Enemy missiles detected.
Yeah, that was close.
Focus on destroying the target.
Missile. Missile.
Panic. This isn't our first dance. Break.
Did they really think they could get a bunch of convicts to just put on a show? Let's do this.
Sperry, watch your mouth. Destroy the targets. They're being slow.
We're losing escorts. Hurry it up. Finish the job and let's get out.
Missile.
Bingo! Good going! That cheers me up.
Pipe down and keep your mind on the mission.
No way anyone's gonna take the top score from me. It's in my blood. Enemy on my 6!
Missile. 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 Missile.
Bingo! Direct hit!
Missile. Missile.
He's too quick.
Missile. Missile.
got bombers and support. All aircraft follow me. You too, murderer. Jeez, now he thinks he's squadron leader. Trigger, don't get shut down now. You got good money riding on your survival. Some guys have got big money riding on you going down, so watch your back. Spare 7, shut up. You don't need a yap to pull the trigger.
Three, 2.
We've never had so many casualties.
The targets are still active. Keep up the attack.
What the hell are you doing?
Are you... Wilco, Medic McKinsey, please maintain silence for a moment.
Damn it, I've got one on my back. Drop your payload and maintain balance. You can bail out after that.
Not too early.
Break!
Spare 15, what the hell are you doing? Attack!
Ow. Only 4.
Chew on lead, pal!
Nope.
Hey, do you have a read on the situation?
Trigger again!
Son.
Don't get excited. It's beginner's luck. Too far, Dunce. Get closer.
Bailing out!
Ow.
We're being bombed. This is number 1. Delivery complete. We have what we need. Going home. Damage report. We need to tend to the wounded.
The mission has failed.
Come on.
Apples. Silence. Deserters will be punished. Shut up. Shut up.
Try that again. God damn it. Am I just going to concentrate on the bombers?
Spare squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show no mercy.
We'll be done by now. Have to rethink the odds. Wanna bet which one of us gets the first kill after it starts?
This is the Beatles.
Count's going for
I
it, so
decide
am I.
when you die.
All right, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me. Gonna pierce the blue line too. I'll show you all how it's done.
Spare 15,
Forget
bandit
the
splashed.
Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I'm betting that report will get dressed up real pretty.
Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them.
Righto.
A bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up.
No way anyone's gonna take the top score from me. It's in my blood.
You're mine. Fuck you.
A monkey could do this work. Anyone up for some poker tonight? Allow me to educate you. In this unit, you get your tail marked with scratches. The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called sin lines. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harley's murderer.
I've yet to confirm the destruction of the targets. Continue on with the mission.
Where the hell are we out here? We can get to the bunch.
Watch your mouth. Focus on destroying the target. Got one on my tail.
Bingo! Direct hit.
Missile.
Might not be the best option.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Fox 2.
I can catch up with the flock.
Destroy the targets. You're being slow.
This is mine. Die.
Missile. 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 Missile.
He took a bite out of me.
Missile.
Breaking.
Missile.
Breaking.
Missile.
I've got something for you.
Missile.
Score 6. I'm in position.
Missile.
Allies shot down. What is our numbers to maintain superiority on the base?
He's gonna lock. No way.
Bandit fire. Firing.
Spare 15 is down to bomber.
Missile.
Nice work.
Missile.
Our bombers are gone.
God.
Macy's decent at what he's famous for.
Missile.
I wouldn't go that far. Timing's that slow on a challenge. Don't let it go to your head, murderer.
Multiple bandits inbound. They got bombers and support.
All aircraft follow me. You two, murderer. Jeez, now he thinks he's squadron leader.
Missile.
They
Stall
have me
warning.
spiked.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Missile.
Trigger, don't get shut down now.
Missile.
Got good money riding on your survival.
Shit.
Trigger's wasted.
If it ain't getting shot down, it's getting this mission failed. Jesus, it's harder than it looks. Why can't I get this?
Spare squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show no mercy.
We'll be done by now. Have to rethink the odds. Want to bet which one of us gets the first kill? Tell us that from the start.
This is the peak.
Count's going for
I decide when you die.
All right, I'm assuming you're dead. All aircraft support me. Who's gonna test your minds? I'll show you all how it's done.
Spare 15, bandit splashed.
Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I'm betting that report will get dressed up real pretty.
Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them.
Righto.
A bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up.
All aircraft act at your own discretion.
Enemy sticking in my rear.
Come on.
Barely anyone's gonna take the top score from me. Trigger shot down a bomber. That was some fancy flying, Mr. Murderer.
Head to the next target.
Fox, allow me to educate you. In this unit, you get your tail marked with scratches. The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called sin lines. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harling's murderer.
Crap. I flew into him. Well, at least that answers that question. You can actually fly into them. Try.
Spare squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show no mercy.
Right done by now. Have to rethink the odds. Want to bet which one of us gets the first kill? Tell us after it starts.
This is the peak.
Count's going for
I decide when you die.
All right, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me. Who's gonna up real pretty.
Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them.
Righto.
A bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up.
Oh yeah, add this one to my score.
Enemy attack on me. I'm still okay. I'm out of the fight. Barely.
Bye-bye. I'm not tipping you for that.
Goodbye. Let's keep it moving. Breaking away. There's nothing escort. Hurry up. Finish the job and let's get out. How are we running this joke?
Allow me to educate you. In this unit, you get your tail marked with scratches. The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called sin lines. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harling's murderer.
I've yet to confirm the destruction of the targets. Continue on with the mission.
Oh yeah! Let's do this.
Sperry, watch your mouth.
Trigger shot down a bomber. That was some fancy flying, Mr. Murderer.
Missile.
Head to the next target.
Missile. Missile.
Focus on destroying the target. Destroy the targets. You're being slow.
Does this not even shoot at those things? 3 in a row, none of them went where they should have gone.
Look at Trigger go. Lucky shot.
Bombers.
Bingo! Good going. That cheers me up.
Pipe down and keep your mind on the mission.
This is decent at what it's famous for. I wouldn't go that far. Target's that slow on a challenge. Don't let it go to your head, murderer.
Multiple bandits inbound. We got bombers and support.
All aircraft follow me. You too, murderer. Jeez, now he thinks he's squadron leader. Trigger, don't get shut down now. I got good money riding on your survival. Some guys have got big money riding on you going down, so watch your back.
Spare 7, shut up. You don't need a yap to pull the trigger.
I can't pull out of this. Abandon the aircraft.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Trigger again! Don't get excited. It's beginner's luck. are you doing? Are you... We'll go. Commander McKenzie, please maintain silence for a moment.
Maintain altitude. Bailing out.
This is a pretty nice ride. It's been serviced pretty good. Can't believe these things used to be scrap. Just what kind of magic does she have up her sleeves anyway?
Missile.
I don't know what her problem is.
Missile.
Acting like she's royalty or
Missile.
something. That's because she's the scrap queen.
Stall warning.
Queen? More like a bad-tempered tomboy.
Spare 15, what the hell are you doing? Attack!
I'm on this dude's ass.
I should have put it all on trigger.
Stall warning.
Shot.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Stall warning.
Shoot down.
Missile. Missile.
Shit! I missed.
Approaching target. Open the bomb bay doors.
Boom!
Hell yeah!
Hey, do you have a read on the situation?
Right, come on.
Enemy interceptors firing.
Missile. 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 Missile.
We're being bombed. This is
Missile.
Zone 1. Delivery complete.
Missile.
We have what we need. Going home.
Damage report. We need to tend to the wounded.
The mission has failed.
How about them apples?
Silence. Deserters will be punished.
Come on.
Shut up.
I'm clearly missing something, but I don't know what.
Spare squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show no mercy.
We'll be done by now.
Gonna have to
rethink the odds.
Want to bet which one of us gets the first
Tell us after it starts.
This is the peace deal.
If counts going
I
forward,
decide and you die.
all right, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me. Who's gonna dance to your line tune? I'll show you all how it's
Stall
done.
warning.
Spare 15, bandit splashed.
Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I'm betting that was gonna get this stuff real pretty.
Missile fired. Evading.
Radar pinged.
Two,
Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them.
big.
Missile, I know.
A bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up.
Bandit locked. The enemy has escaped. Don't panic. This isn't our first dance.
Trigger shot down a bomber. That was some fancy flying, Mr. Murderer.
Head to the next target.
Bingo. Allow me to educate you. In this unit, you get your tail marked with scratches. The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called sin lines. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harlan's brother. On my target.
Enemy missile closing. Breaking.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Warning, bandit. Bandit in my sights. Locked on.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Die!
Focus on destroying the target. At least he's decent at what he's famous for. I wouldn't go that far. Target's that slow on a challenge. Don't let it go to your head, murderer. Multiple bandits inbound. They got bombers and support. All aircraft follow me. You too, murderer. Jeez, now he thinks he's squadron leader.
I'm on this dude's ass.
Trigger, don't get shut down now. I got good money riding on your survival. Some guys have got big money riding on you going down, so watch your back. Spare 7, shut up. You don't need a yap to pull the trigger.
Missile.
Full band, missile!
I'm on his back.
Missile. Missile.
Dropping down. Make it to the target.
Trigger's wasted.
Oh my god. Bang on shot. I'm gonna give it one more go. I know what I gotta do. I gotta hit those with the targets on them.
Spare squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show no mercy. Right done by now. I have to rethink the odds. Want to bet which one of us gets the first kill trigger starts? This is the first. It counts going forward. I decide when you die. All right, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me. Who's gonna dance the full line too? I'll show you all how it's done. Spare 15 bandit splashed. Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I'm betting that report will get messed up real pretty. Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them. Righto. A bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up. Head to the next target. Allow me to educate you. In this unit, you get your tail marked with scratches. The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called sin lines. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harling's murderer.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile. 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 Missile.
That's so good for missiles. Whoa.
Focus on destroying the target. Sorry, I got lucky.
Whenever I get close to these bombers, they just want to take me out. I think we're going to have to take out some of the aircraft because if I take out the bombers and we're just getting picked off.
Spare squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show no mercy. Right done by now. I have to rethink the odds. Want to bet which one of us gets the first kill trigger starts?
This is the Peanut. Counts going I decide when you die. All right, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me. Who's gonna dance to your line to... I'll show you all how it's done. Spare 15, bandit splashed. Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I'm betting that report will get dressed up real pretty. Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them. Requesting assistance. Righto. A bomber's at high altitude.
Come on.
Stop watching your own asses and look up. Sorry, but head to the next target. Score again. Only because kills are self-reported. Allow me to educate you. In this unit, you get your tail marked with scratches. The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called sin lines. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harley's murderer.
Ah.
Fox 2. Fox 2. Missile breaking! Attacking. This bastard wants a piece of me. Come straight from your bomber.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Oh yeah, add this one to my score.
How is the bomb?
Baby, continuing attack. Hurry up and break behind you.
Missile.
Enemy is locked on breaking.
Missile.
Hardline. Trigger's wasted.
You can't keep them off me. Still got a bit of time. Right. Yeah, I know what I need to do, but it's keeping these other jets
Spare
off.
squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show no mercy. We'll be done by now.
I have to rethink the odds. Want to bet which one of us gets the first kill trigger?
Starts. This is the first. Counts go. I decide when you die.
Shut up, Brooke.
All right, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me. Who's gonna dance to your line too? I'll show you all how it's done.
Missile fired. Evading.
Spare 15, bandit splashed. Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I'm betting that report will get dressed up real pretty. Take the top score for me. It's my money. Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them. Righto. A bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up. Incoming missile. Breaking. Head to the next target. Allow me to educate you. In this unit, you get your tail marked with scratches. The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called sin lines. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harley's murderer.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Your ass is mine. Die.
Missile. 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 Missile.
All aircraft acting on your discretion.
Missile. 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 Missile.
new bandits inbound.
Missile.
They got bombers and support. All aircraft follow me. You too, murderer. Jeez, now he thinks he's squadron leader.
Ahead!
Count, checker 6, now!
Missile.
Trigger, don't get shut down now. I got good money riding on your survival.
Missile.
Some guys have got big money riding on you going down, so watch your back.
Spare 7, shut up. You don't need a yap to pull the trigger.
I should have put it all on trigger.
Missile. Missile. Stall warning.
Enemy got away.
Missile. Missile.
The enemy's gunning for me. You're too far, Dunce. Get closer.
Missile. Missile.
The targets are still active. Keep up the attack.
What the hell are you doing?
Wilco, Madam McKinsey, please maintain silence for the moment.
Trigger again. Don't get excited. It's beginner's luck.
Missile.
Where did that come from?
Missile. Missile.
Bailing out!
Spare 15, what the hell are you doing? Attack!
This is a pretty nice ride. It's been serviced pretty good. Can't believe these things used to be scrap. Just what kind of magic does she have up her sleeves anyway? I don't know what her problem is. Acting like she's royalty or something. That's because she's the scrap queen. Queen? More like a bad-tempered tomboy.
Every time I try and get to this one.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Spare 6, Fox 2.
Swearing, watch your mouth.
Trigger got most of them. Maybe even all of them. That was dumb luck, tabloid.
Spare 15, don't take all the fun away from your comrades.
Missile. Missile.
4 targets remaining.
This bastard wants a piece of me?
Stall warning. Missile. 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 Missile.
Visual on target. Prepare for bombing run.
Bingo! Good going! That cheers me up.
Pipe down and keep your mind on the mission.
On my target.
3 targets remaining.
Missile.
Missile!
Missile. 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 Missile.
High roller, bandit behind you!
2 targets remaining.
Stall warning.
Why in the world would someone make a squadron of convicts? Gotta be some kind of reason. The papier-mâché strategy at the base seems to be doing the trick. Guess every man and his dog has an idea how to end the war.
Missile. Missile.
You're mine.
Missile. Missile.
Approaching target. Open the bomb bay doors.
Boom!
Missile.
Hey, do you have a read on the situation?
There's them on. Where are them?
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Chew on lead, pal!
Missile. 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 Missile.
1 bandit left. Take him down now. First come, first served.
Missile. Missile.
Someone's locked on me. Someone help me out here. In position behind bandit.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Bandit has a rocket.
Missile. Missile.
They got Spare 15.
Right as I got to the last bomber and he blows me up. You bastard. Ah, it sucked balls, that
Spare
did.
squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show no mercy.
We'll be done by now. Gonna have to rethink the odds. Wanna bet which one of us gets the first kill after it starts?
This is the
first. Count's going
I
for it,
decide
Almar.
when you die.
All right, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me. Who's gonna dance to your line tune? I'll show you all how it's done.
Spare 15, bandit splashed.
Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I bet that one will get mixed up real pretty.
Radar ping. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them. A bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up.
Your ass is mine.
Head to the next target.
Allow me to educate you. In this unit, you get your tail marked with scratches. The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called sin lines. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harling's murderer.
Whoa, nice shot.
Do they really think they can get a bunch of convicts to just put on a show?
Breaking out of luck. Thought so.
Sorry, but I'm gonna get the top score again. Because kills are self-reported.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Fox 2.
Focus on destroying the target.
Jesus.
Oh yeah! Let's do this.
Sperry, watch your mouth.
Missile.
Panic. This is about first dance.
Missile.
Bandit acquired. Locked out.
Missile.
Spare 15 was shut down.
Well, I think I gotta take a break there. I've played a few hours of this and I've got completely stuck at this point. Keep getting my ass handed to me. I'm so frustrated. Anyway, gonna leave it there. Thanks for watching. Take care. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.